Finally.
And it is also raining, so you know,
yeah.
there's that. We are finally out of the marina and cruising. We meant to leave the marina start of April. Yeah, start of April.
Start of April.
No, sorry. Middle of April, because that's when the lockdown restrictions eased. Yeah, it's 12th or 14th or something when it eased. So we were supposed to leave in the middle of April. We ended up staying a little bit longer because we were trying to finish our bathroom, because we wanted to be able to have a shower while out on the cut. We actually ended up leaving about the end of April.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 days before the end.
4 or 5 days before the end of April, so it was a bit delayed. But then after we left, we hung around Stone for about 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, almost a month.
It was coming up to a month, because we had to, just after we left, we got the call for Ryan to get his second vaccination, where he got recognised
at the vaccination
quite
place.
randomly by the woman that was giving him the vaccination, and we know she watches, so hello. Thank you for vaccinating Ryan. So we had that done, and then I had an appointment for the dentist, so I had that done, and then we were just about ready to get going again, and I got my call for a vaccination. Well, I didn't get a call, a friend said that
they had extra vaccines left over
that they had to use before they went out of date or something, so they were basically calling anyone and everyone who wanted to get it. So our family member, distant relative
ran Maggie up to get her vaccination.
Yes, so now I've got my first vaccination, Ryan's fully vaccinated. So we finally left, and it is now coming up to the end of May.
Yeah.
So we're finally starting our actual cruising season, so that's nice. Although we're getting rained on now.
Yeah.
We're coming up to Harecastle Tunnel, and that's our first task, is to get through Harecastle Tunnel. So we have done from Stone through to Etruria and all of that, which we did multiple times last year. So
we didn't film it.
And it was horrible weather. It hailed on us.
Yeah,
I got splashed by a car.
Oh, that was hilarious. She's walking up to one of the locks, and there was a stone wall, and you didn't think you were going to get splashed by the cars, and it was a tidal wave. It was
a big puddle, and the car zoomed through it, and I got absolutely soaked. So that was funny. Of course, I wasn't filming it because everybody would have had a good laugh at that.
Yeah. Thank you.
All good?
All good, thank
Great.
you.
Nice to see you. Have a safe trip and all the best.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much.
See you again.
We're not going to go very far today.
No.
We've done the tunnel and that, bit cold and wet. And we want to look at the canal stoppages and that before we go too much further. Oh no, the gate started opening, Maggie.
No, it's coming back.
It's coming up, it's closing itself.
I got to open it.
It's the canal spirits messing with you.
Yeah.
You can see the iron oxide that has come from the tunnel. It's left a bit of a line on this lock.
Of course, as soon as we go through that one lock and moor up on the other side, the sun comes out.
Yeah.
It becomes a nice day after cruising through mostly rain and a very wet tunnel. Not to worry, we are just going to stop here for
the night.
Probably for the night, yeah. Not going to go any further because we've got to tackle... Thank you! Because we've got to tackle Heartbreak Hill, and there is a supermarket just at that lock.
Yeah,
so
nice little, just there.
So we're going to top up on some things first. Hopefully tomorrow's weather will be much like this.
Yeah, that would be nice, because
we've got quite a lot of locks today.
Yeah, doing the locks in the wet can, not only is it miserable, but it can be quite dangerous too.
It's a lot slipperier.
Yeah.
A lot slipperier? A lot more slippery?
A lot more slippery.
A lot more slippery.
Slippery is a word. I'm going to say slipperier.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow on a nice sunny day.
First lock of the day.
So we've done the first 5 locks of Heartbreak Hill.
Well, technically it's 6 because we did one before.
Oh yeah, 6. Well, we did that a couple of days ago. So we've done 5 today so far. So you know, only like 19 to go or something. I don't think it's quite that many. And we have just run out of fuel. Just then. Just as I was filming that little bit about coming down Heartbreak Hill. Engine just died. We checked it this morning and we knew we were low on fuel. And we're like, we didn't think we were that low. We were getting ready. We were looking at the map trying to find the next fuel place. Yeah, and it's just died. So Yay! Oh well, it's all part of the adventure, isn't it? Now we're going to have to figure out how to get some more fuel. I mean, at least we ran out of fuel right where there's some handy rings for us to tie onto. Yeah. Could be worse spots.
Yeah. We just have to find probably a fuel station, because I know the next diesel place is quite a ways, isn't it?
Yeah. We might actually have to go backwards.
Yeah,
walk back that way, because that's probably closer to civilization.
I know there's a fuel station at the Tesco.
Oh, there is too, yeah. So.
But whether or not we'll be able to find a fuel canister, because we lost ours.
We did have some, but then we had a fuel leak and we had to put dirty fuel into them, and we couldn't dispose of it without leaving them in the...
Yeah, because
they were only cheap plastic ones.
Yeah, they were contaminated, so...
And then we never actually got around to getting any new ones, so that was our mistake.
Yeah, we should have got new ones. Oh well.
Oh well, these things happen. This is what makes life exciting!
Let's go trekking for fuel.
Yeah. Right, so we've looked at the all-knowing Google, and
we pretty much have to walk back to where we're moored. We were moored this morning, which isn't that far.
Well, we've been moored the last few days, so yeah, it's not that far. It feels like it's a bit further because we had to do like 5 locks to get to this point. When it's probably going to be quicker for us to walk it. Because Tesco there, big Tesco store with a Tesco fuel station next to it. So we're hoping that they will sell fuel canisters things that we can fill up and bring back. So that's the plan, because you know, us straightforward thinking types didn't bother
keeping or replacing our old fuel canisters.
Yeah, so not to worry.
We'll find a way.
We'll find a way, yeah. We always do. Let's go. The Tesco
fuel station
didn't have any canisters. They said they normally have, but they don't have any at the moment. But the lovely ladies in the store told us where we can get some, and it's just about a 2-minute walk further, just into the town, to a car store. So apparently they should have some. So that's the next stop. Well, we tried the car place, and they had one 5-litre diesel fuel container.
But we'll be taking quite a few trips just with that. Yeah,
to be able to get enough to fill up. Enough for us to actually get to the next fuel spot. So we're going to try the last place, which I think is like a camping supplies kind of store. So they might have one. So
yeah,
we'll see. We've managed to get a 25-litre container from the caravan store. They're also a wharf, which we didn't realise, they're right on the canal. And thinking back, I remember that we did pass it as we came out of Harecastle Tunnel and along the canal there. We should have gotten fuel when we stopped there, but I think we're still in marina mode because we haven't really gone very far, and so we weren't really thinking about, oh, we should top up on diesel soon. Anyway, we've topped up that container with 20 litres of diesel. However, it was very awkward to carry, very heavy, very annoying. So Ryan's going to continue just carrying it little by little towards the boat, taking breaks when he needs, and I'm going to go ahead and get the trolley. And then I'll come back with the trolley. We can put it on the trolley and continue down. So in the long run, I think it's going to be quicker and easier for us to do it this way rather than trying to lug 20 litres of diesel down the canal, because it is, I say it's about 1.5 miles, I think that we have. Yeah, about 1.5 miles, maybe even 2, so yeah, trolley is going to be the best option. But at least we have diesel to keep us going until the next diesel point.
Kicks up.
Alright, we're back at the boat.
With fuel.
With fuel. We're a little bit exhausted, but not to worry. That was quite a walk with fuel and trolleys and whatnot. Oh, one pickle's out.
Pickles came out.
So now we're just gotta
fuel up,
put the fuel in, get it through the system or whatnot, and get started again. And we'll probably keep going because we really need to get to services, because the ones just at the other locks,
the L-sand's broken.
The L-sand was broken, so out of order.
Yeah.
And we're on our last one and it's getting full, so we really need to get to some services. So we'll probably keep going once we get ourselves fueled up.
Well, here we are again. Maggie and the engine baby just broke the boat.
Just because I happened to be driving when it ran out of fuel doesn't mean I broke the boat. It's on both of us for not realising that we were that low on fuel.
Yeah, so we gotta bleed the lines and stuff and check the filter.
So yesterday after we got fuel,
we had to do a couple of trips.
We had to do another trip to get more fuel because there wasn't quite enough for us to bleed the system, so we went back and forth. Yeah, we had some trouble bleeding the system because there wasn't enough fuel to start with, so we got more fuel, popped it in, tried to get it running again, bleeding the system, all that, and it ran for about a minute and then conked out again, so there's still some air in the system. We tried following YouTube videos and the owner's manual for the beta marine engine that we've got and all sorts of things, but we aren't mechanics, we don't really know what we're doing. I know a little bit because
we know enough to bleed the system the first time and stuff, but now we've asked Mechanic Dad.
Yeah, we made an overseas call to the help desk, aka my dad, who used to be a mechanic, and just kind of ran through things again with him just to see what he said, and pretty much what we'd already done he kind of said. But this was about 11 o'clock at night yesterday, so when they were awake in Australia. So now I've got a checklist to kind of run through kind of from the very start, like from the fuel, and try to troubleshoot and see if we can get this engine started. If we can't,
we'll call RCR.
It's probably going to be an RCR call out, so we'll see how we go. Alright, first things first, check the first filter. Alright.
She decided she wanted to be in the shot with us.
Yeah, she did. Oh gosh, dog. That scared me a little bit, so I wasn't expecting that. We have tried to follow the steps that Dad gave us and follow them all, and fuel seems to be coming where it's supposed to be coming, and it looks clean and all of that sort of stuff, and
we get the engine started and it runs for a few minutes then dies again.
We thought we had it for a bit there because we followed all the steps and we got to the last step and we followed the last step, and then it was running, and it ran for probably a good 3 minutes, I would say. We just kind of kept, changing the revs and stuff to make sure it was working. Yeah. And then it just conked out again. So we don't really know what else to do. We've kind of exhausted our limited knowledge and expertise of this particular issue.
What we can get from Dad without him having to actually look at it and diagnose.
Yes,
there's only so much you can do from the other side of the world.
Yeah. So we have bitten the bullet and we've called RCR. So
we pay the membership. We might as well use them.
That's right. That's what we've got it for. So yeah. That's what we're up to now. We're just waiting for him to come out to us, which will be sometime today.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah. Lunchtime.
Yeah. Okay. RCR has been.
Yes.
And he tried his hardest to get fuel. So what it looks like is actually that there is a blockage in the fuel line from the fuel tank itself. The fuel is not actually getting to the first fuel filter. So he tried. Yeah. And when he was, essentially it's very high tech, he got a plastic tube and sucked on it to try and
get some fuel.
The fuel, because it's gravity fed.
Yeah.
and obviously the gravity wasn't feeding.
No, and he was able to blow air into the tank, so
you could hear it bubbling,
but he wasn't able to get the fuel back through, so there's something obviously up against the
There's definitely a blockage
outflow
of some sort, because he said normally when he does that, the problem is obviously not completely solved, because you're just basically putting it off for another day when that blockage comes back, but it will usually get you going again, kind of thing. So we could not get any fuel from the fuel tank into our fuel filter, so there's that. So the next step was RCR gave us the number for a business called Tank Busters.
Yeah, they clean tanks and purify fuel.
They do a lot of narrowboats. They've got a whole section on their website for narrowboats, and they filter and polish the fuel and clean your fuel tank basically, to make sure that any sludge and bits of rust from the tank, and he was listing off some really strange things like nails and earthworms and
things they found
and stuff that they found in fuel tanks when they've cleaned them. So hopefully ours isn't that bad.
Yeah.
But he did say because our boat is 15 years old, it is coming to the point where this is a time where you tend to get these kinds of issues if the tank hasn't been properly looked after and cleaned regularly and that sort of thing. So we've booked him in, however he's not coming. It is a Saturday now and he's not coming until next Friday, so
it's about a week.
Luckily it is supposed to be really nice weather, like this afternoon has come quite nice today.
Luckily we've got solar panels.
And we have solar, so we should be okay where we are. We've got solar.
There's a shopping centre
not too far away. A couple miles away. It's the same place where we trekked to get fuel to try and sort the system out the first time.
If you'd only run out of fuel up there, it would have just all been a whole lot easier.
But yeah, so just a waiting game for now. Maybe do some cooking videos.
Do some recipe book writing. Writing of a recipe book.
So we will see you when we have some more news.
Yes.
It's a bit bright out here.
Even with the clouds coverage.
Even with the clouds, We thought that while we are sitting here waiting to get going again, get our
engine,
fuel,
tank problem,
whatever problem
solved.
it is, that we would let you know what our plans are for this year, because we have left the marina and we haven't told you what our plans are and where we're planning on going this year. We are going to start off obviously by doing Heartbreak Hill. And once we get to Middlewich, we're going to go on the Middlewich branch. And once we get to the end of the Middlewich branch, we're going to turn right and head up to Chester.
Spend a little bit of time in Chester, do some stuff in the town, and then run back to the Trent Mersey again.
Noisy road behind us. Yes, and after we get back to Middlewich, we're going to continue north.
Past Anderton.
Towards Manchester.
The Bridgewater. And then we're going to
instead of going into Manchester, we're going to keep following the Bridgewater towards the Leeds and Liverpool Canal. Once we get to the Leeds and Liverpool Canal, we did consider going left towards Liverpool. This was before we had so many issues and such a late start because of the bathroom renovation and then staying for vaccinations.
So we decided to cut that out.
We'll cut that out because we probably won't have enough time to complete all the stuff we want to do. So we'll leave Liverpool for now. Instead we're going to turn right and go towards Leeds and do the Leeds-Liverpool Canal all the way up to Leeds. Once we get to Leeds, we will come down south again via the Rochdale Canal.
Onto the Macclesfield. Do the Peak Forest. And then eventually we'll come back onto the Trent Mersey and we will head for our winter moorings by then, hopefully.
We aren't staying at Aston Marina this winter. We are staying in a different marina.
We've decided to give you a taste of different marina. A different marina this year. So
we're not going back to Aston Marina, and we're going to continue past Aston Marina to a different marina. To be revealed. So that is our plan. Probably quite ambitious for the time we've got left to us now, because it is pretty much the start of June now. But we have accepted that we're going to cruise a little bit later than we normally would cruise.
So we've booked that with the marina. We've booked a little bit later than we normally would. And we've got more plans to do stuff on this one, a few surprises, mystery, destinations along the way.
Okay.
Not really mystery destinations. You just this year we're determined to see more.
Yeah, we want to see more. We feel like the past couple of years, especially because of the lockdown and everything, we just feel like we haven't really done anything. So we really want to get cruising and get exploring and see more. So we're really excited, and this breakdown has kind of thrown
a small wrench in the works. But yeah, this year we're definitely trying to step off the boat a bit more and take you guys with us.
Yeah. So much more exploring of English towns and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which will be fun.
Yeah.
So I hope you will enjoy joining us on this year's cruising adventures, hopefully with no more breakdowns of either the mental or mechanical variety.
It seems to be one major breakdown every cruising year, doesn't it?
Oh gosh. Welcome to boat life. So we hope you will enjoy that and join us on these adventures, and we will see you in the next vlog, where we will hopefully be able to get cruising.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.